Hello. Today I wanted to touch on self-care. Now, self-care is something I feel that a lot of us just neglect, more so than we even realize. We tend to take care of other people, put other people's needs first, which is, it's not bad to help other people, but it's super important to make sure you're taken care of first before you can help others. The way I kind of look at it is, if you're not at 100% yourself, how can you give 100% to other people? So the first thing I need to or want to touch on is healthy eating. Making sure you're eating properly is definitely very important in making sure, one, your body itself is healthy, and two, it does make a difference in your emotions, how you're feeling. If you're not getting all the nutrients that you require, you're going to feel sluggish, maybe a little bit depressed. There's a lot of different factors. There was a comment I noticed: if you want to eat healthy, try avoiding foods that have TV commercials. Now, I'm not going to say all foods that have a TV commercial are bad, but for the most part, companies that are selling food that are healthy, whether organic, free range, typically don't have TV commercials. I know a lot of people in my life that live kind of a holistic, healthy life, off the grid kind of thing, tend not to watch a lot of television, and they seem to be very, very healthy, and they get a lot of their foods from the local markets, which I would definitely suggest that you do, because providing for a farmer is going to benefit your community more so than providing for a big corporation. Now, a lot of people are going to say, but healthy food or organic food, it's so much more expensive. Not all foods are more expensive, but you can still buy somewhat a bit of bulk in organic and healthy food as well. Also, you can think about it this way. When you're 40, 50, or 60, how much is your medicine cabinet going to cost you? How much is paying a little bit extra now versus paying a lot extra later for medicines? I know a lot of people who have avoided a lot of the, large grocery store foods most of their life, and they don't really use any medications at all. And I know a lot of people that do purchase a lot of foods from supermarkets that have an abundance of medication. I'm not saying they're both always related, but I've personally seen a huge contrast in the two. As well as, if you're going to go to the store and pay for a $5 or $7 coffee, depending on where you live, every time you buy a coffee that's that much, that's money you're taking away from healthy food that you can purchase at the grocery store. So check your budgeting, see what you can do to fix that. Now, there's so much I can touch on food. I'm not going to get into it. It could get a little bit boring. I could just drone on and on. Another thing I want to touch on is meditation. Now, a lot of people see meditation as something where you sit still for, 10, 20 minutes to an hour, but that's not what meditation is. It comes in many different forms. There's the mindful meditation where you do sit down. You listen to your breath. You try and relax. There is that, and it's very difficult, especially for people who've never done it before. A lot of things race through your head, and that's very common, and there's nothing wrong with that. One suggestion I heard time and time again is, if you don't have 10 minutes for meditation, then you should be meditating for 20. Now, what that's saying is, if you're not able to make 10 minutes in your day for yourself, then you need to make 20 minutes, because there's obviously something that you're doing not to take care of yourself. 10 minutes before bed, or 10 minutes when you wake up in the morning, 10 minutes during your lunch break. There's always time to take 10 minutes in a 24-hour day to take care of yourself, check on your mental health, and make sure that you're okay. Meditation can also consist of when you're washing your hands, feeling all the bubbles on your hands and the lathering and how nice it is. Or walking outside bare feet, feeling the grass in your feet. Genuinely being in the moment, kind of like what I talked about during the Living Lucid episode I had. Be in the moment and kind of feel, be appreciative, realize your senses, see what's going on. That is a form of meditation. And if you can spend at least 10 minutes doing that a day, your mental health will be increased exponentially. I promise you that. So just pay attention and do it on the daily, because your mental health will, in the end, make a difference how much you can help other people. Because I know there's so many people that put so much on the line to help others, and they exhaust themselves, and they're just burnt out, and they say they don't have time to take care of themselves. They have to help other people. But like I said, if you're not taking care of yourself and you're not at 100%, how can you give your 100% to other people? You are going to be lacking in energy or health, or you may not make the best decisions because you're so burnt out. Sometimes you just have to take time for yourself. Be a good selfish, where you're not harming others, you're taking care of yourself. Having a nice meal by yourself, that's totally okay. It's not weird. You don't have to go out to a restaurant with somebody. You can go by yourself. Enjoy it. Go on a date with yourself. Learn about you. Learn to love you and yourself before you can love other people. You ultimately spend the most time with yourself, so you need to learn to appreciate yourself. Lots of yourselves in there, but it's important. You are key. You're number one. Gotta take care of your own body, your own health, your own brain. It's very, very important. Just a few more things I wanted to touch on that I've come across recently is you want to take in people that are going to make you happy and that give you love as opposed to stress. Sometimes it's hard to get rid of friends that you've been friends with for a long time, but when you get rid of people that cause you stress or that constantly cause you worry or harm or frustrate you, you get rid of them and these things tend to, just disappear. When you start choosing your friends and cutting them down, you don't need 100 friends. You don't need 50 friends. Heck, if you had 3 or 4 proper friends, then you'd feel amazing. I'd rather have, 1 loony than 4 quarters, right? The quality in friends can really affect the quality of your life. Who you hang out with decides how you feel, how you tend to act, how you tend to react to things. So be aware of the people in your life that are causing you stress. Try and eliminate them. Sometimes loss is the best thing that you can ever acquire. I hope you have a wonderful day. It was kind of rainy this past weekend where I was. Hopefully it was nice where you were. If not, I hope I can send some of this sun over to you, warm you up, and that you have a wonderful week and weekend and a wonderful month and even year. Don't forget, take care of yourself and never forget to smile.